Community College for hosting this event, and most importantly you, our residents, for coming out and wanting to know about the issues, and importantly to learn more about City of Steubenville's issue number 5, the safety levy. And I want to dispel some of the rumors that have been going out, and then I will talk on a couple of the points for the levy. One of the rumors is that the city already has a safety levy in place. We do not have a safety levy in place. There is a county levy that currently supports the county's 911 system, the sheriff's department, as well as the jail.
For Eastern Gateway Community College. He's also a chamber board member and chairman of the government.
I have not solicited any special interest groups. I have not solicited funds from any special interest group. I have not solicited any funds from any lobbyist. So I'm the genuine article. If I'm successful, you'll get a voter who votes for
Working with people, I've done this for the last 10 years. I'm very familiar with Jefferson and Belmont County. I'd like to tell the people, I too, as Mr. Adalovich, I've got no money from anyone. I owe no one anything here or in Columbus, and I would love to serve the people of Jefferson and Belmont.
I'm Jerry Eschman. I just celebrated a birthday the other day, so I'm 52 years old. I'm the guy that needed to have a road trip to get here because I live down in Martins Ferry. I have 2 part-time jobs now, but I did spend 32 years in television news, which is enough. Most of that was at WTRF in Wheeling, where I was a shop steward for the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. So I know what it's like to fight for better pay and working conditions for the worker. But in negotiating with the big broadcast companies, you also learn the needs of businesses as well. I have been able to pick up 2 endorsements in the race. That would be that of John Dominic, the incumbent, and also Ohio Right to Life. In case you're wondering, no money came with that. But I will fight for jobs for the area. I have a family. I have 2 sons. They're in grade school. So I know what it's like to try to raise a family and try to make
up in Steubenville, my parents taught me early on that I had a responsibility to be involved in public service and give back to my community. It's with that spirit that I've led a course over the last several years to be involved in public service, and that's what has brought me here today. I'm proud of my record of public service. Over the last several years, I've delivered funding to our part of Ohio for job training, for infrastructure, water and sewer projects, and for, just in general, to provide a better business climate for our part of Ohio. I'm humbled by the outpouring of support that I've received from so many people in our community and across this region. I have 17 labor endorsements. I have the endorsement from the Ohio Chamber of Commerce, the Ohio Democratic Party, and I look forward to discussing my record of public service with you over the coming next several minutes and hours. Thank you.
We've all been doing our hard work on this campaign individually. We're all Democrats, and I would ask that all of you just consider, keep an open mind as to this particular race. There's a number of issues that are critical to this valley at this point. We need leadership. We need experienced leadership with accomplishments behind it. We're sitting in a room where my father was on the siting board, Judge Amakola-Vito, who helped site this facility into this county. He cited also the Eastern Correctional Center. Without the Eastern Correctional Center, he said that, in effect, we're not going to have Eastern Correctional Center if Jefferson County doesn't get it. I'm going to want to serve in the spirit of my father, his dedicated sacrifice to this country.
Sue, now that the forum's completed, do you feel it was a successful evening?
You know what, I do, because it gives people an opportunity to go face-to-face with the candidate, and also that gives the candidate a larger venue to speak to people one-on-one, because they got to speak to them before the actual forum, and they got to field questions that they may not have gotten to field in just a general assembly, and then they're now going to get to talk to them as well. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. The more educated, the more exposure we can have for our voters and our candidates and our issue people who did a very good job this evening as well. And I think the more we can do that, the better it is for everybody.